Hi, my name is Joseph.
Hello, my name is Arnold.
Hi, my name is Patrick.
Hello, I'm Beckham and we are the Uganda board game pioneers.
So today we are going to talk about Cosmic Encounter, and this is one of the games that we played the most as we were up for the Ugandan Village Board Game Convention. The reason why we chose it is that we got a chance to play most of these powers, and we have some that we like best and some that we really don't like. So let's have a brief discussion about the powers, and in this version of the game we have 50 of them. And who wants to go first?
So the alien power I like is the parasite, because I'm always not lucky with picking good cards. So with this parasite I have a chance of winning by sticking to good battles. And then I also like the antimatter, because I like messing with people's minds. So when someone thinks he has good cards and, as I said, I don't have good cards, I can switch them around.
Okay, the alien power that I like is reserve. I like it because it helps you to discard down to those cards which are below 6. I think that's a nice strategy of discarding cards to get more cards, and I think it's a good way of winning. And the other one I like is chosen. The fun bit with it, even though you have one and negotiate, you just do a prayer and it helps you to change the card, and you might be lucky and you get a nice one. That's how I always win it. I like it most.
Okay, the alien that I like firstly, it's the virus, because it will depend on how lucky I am to get good cards. Not only negotiates, because that's what I get most times. So when you have a virus, you easily win, but not against other players like antimatter. And secondly, what I like is the pacifist, because since I'm very good at getting negotiates, I always win with negotiates if I'm playing the pacifist.
As lastly for me, the things that the powers that I love, one of them is the TikTok, because it's having this sneak strategy in it that if someone wins him or herself a colony, for you can get a chance to also win, because you'll be doing something whenever he wins. Another one that I like is the calculator. That's basically because I'm a fan of math, and here there's a lot of calculations involved, of which it's important to me. And then another one that I like is the might, simply because you have an advantage over others, because they have less cards than you whenever they fail to comply with you. And then lastly, I love the human, because it gives you an extra number which you can work upon so that you can win. So you're always sure that I'm going to get this extra number, so how can I plan using this? The powers that I don't like, one of them is the miser, because it really doesn't have much strategy in it, because you'll have an extra deck, of which that one would be of no use if you don't have good cards in them. And then the powers that I also don't like are these nasty ones if they are being played against me, simply because, for example, if someone is playing against me anti-matter and I don't have anything to play against him, it would be really nasty for me.
One of the powers that I hate is the dictator when it's being played against me, because you'll want to go for him, but he'll have that power to say no, go for this other one, and that's what I don't like.
I don't like such grudge such powers like Brad because it's playing nasty. It's forcing you to do something that you don't want. And also this one, Void, extincting your ships to what? To existence, to the box of it. I don't think that's a nice play.
So the power that I don't like is the healer, because I always use violence sending people's ships to the warp. So if I'm again removing them from the warp, then I don't see any good about it.
So we are going to talk about generally what we like about the game, and me personally, the things I love about the game are this game is easy and simple compared to the other version which we had, because here you just have to go easy on your game. You just put there your ships and you continue with the encounter. I like the game simply because of some of these new cards like the tech which are here, and then the flares, and I also like the destiny decks because they are cards you can easily flip them over, and I like the way you can organize your ships, and there are of course 5 people who can play. I also like the powers because they are much and they give you a variety, so you can play a game but it's never the same. You can play calculator now and then you play another power later.
So what I like about the game is how the components are, because there's no any specific way you are supposed to arrange. For example, the planets, you can put them anywhere you want, and then the cards and all the stuff, you can put them anywhere you want in the game. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put it in a strategic place.
What I like about the game is the colorful pieces that it has, and the design on the box. It gives you like that interest in playing the game. When you just look at the images on the box, you'll be keen like to find out what's inside. In the new version of the game that we have flares, and some of us have played games that have flares. So what are your comments on that?
So the flares are, I don't know, they're a bit good, and the reason why I like them is that you might have an opportunity to play with the powers of others. For example, if you're playing the flare of Fido, you'd have an opportunity to use bits of his power, but not all of it.
The bit I like about the flares is it gives you like, you will be having 2 powers if you don't get the same flare of the same power you're having. So, and the other bit is they make the game complicated.
They make the game a little bit balanced because you get a chance of using different powers. So in contrast, the techs add a lot to the game. For example, the lunar cannon. This one can help you to protect your planet. For example, if you're about to lose your power and then you gain this one, you become a little bit stronger. Thank you. Next.
And this other one, the cosmic field generator, it works like a cosmic zap, but stops alien powers.
Omega missile. In a scenario where someone is almost winning, and such scenarios are there where someone might only have one planet left and he or she is almost winning. So when you complete the mega missile, you just eliminate that planet from the game and the winner loses.
Then me, I'll talk about the plasma thrusters. The reason why I like it is because it adds you a bit more ships when you're in an encounter. And one other reason why I like it is because plasma thrusters are there in Star Trek. Last year we had the Avalon Hill versions. Now this year we have the Fantasy Flight version, simply because we loved the Avalon Hill, to play the game of the Avalon Hill version. And this one, we are going to put it into open discussion.
What I like about this one compared to the other one is The Avalon Hills one, you have only 20 aliens, but this one, the new expansion, you have a variety, so they increased it up to 50. So that gives you a bit more variety in choosing your powers.
For me, the fun bit I like about this one is the Destiny deck. They have changed it. In the other old version, you used to use those small kind of discs, but here there are cards, and they have increased on it. They have given, there's a new Destiny card which is wild. You choose anyone to attack, but in the other old one we didn't have. And nice.
So about the components, I like the Genesis planet because you have another. It's like you're having another planet if you you get the text. So you have like another planet which can help you to increase your power. The chances of losing your power is reduced when you have the Genesis planet.
And then one thing that I also like from the game is that someone cannot easily sneak on you because you're always counting how much planet that person is having here. So it makes the game a bit more strategic.
So when we talk about durability, the older cards, like the older aliens, looked more durable than the new ones. So that's one thing that was good about the Avalon Hills version.
5 people can participate instead of 4. So you can play 5 people and then those people can leave to do other activities, and then 5 more people can come in. How do Ugandan children benefit from this game? And I think it helps them in their maths. Like I said, I'm a fan of maths, and calculator helps them in subtraction and addition, and then virus, for example, helps them in multiplication. Tripler helps them in both multiplication and division. And then another thing is that it helps them to plan. For example, how you would plan to attack someone is you can apply it into your practical skills of your daily life. And the social importance of the game to the people is that they can combine. For example, you can invite allies and then you work hand in hand with your ally in order to win something.
The game is very good and we have played it many times, and we are going to continue playing it, and we shall also teach kids in Uganda how to play it.
Well, thanks for watching, and we are aiming at 100 subscribers, but so far we only have 6. Like us, subscribe, and we look forward to reviewing more and more games.